Tracy Jones is here, and she's representing the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Good. Mm-hmm. And you got a golf tournament.
We do.
Okay.
Our golf tournament is always the Friday of Memorial Weekend. Mm-hmm. So it's scheduled for May 22nd. We're going to have a shotgun start at 8 a.m.
Shotgun. Do you use real shotguns to get people's attention?
They use something like that, you know.
They do. They just say go. 1, 2, 3, go.
There's a
like
pop.
Like a little horn or something.
Yeah, there's a pop. It seems like yes.
Okay.
And it's over at Big Creek, so it's a great time to dust off your clubs and play at one of the most premier courses in Arkansas. Mm-hmm. This year we'll have 8 o'clock shotgun start. We will have, that includes your cart, your game, your lunch. It includes a mulligan for every player and a putt for every team. It's a 2-person scramble. Mm-hmm. So we're really looking forward to it.
Best shot wins, I think?
Yes, prizes on every hole for everything.
Okay.
You know, we've been so fortunate over the years. It's the 15th year that we've done this. We've been so fortunate to be able to give prizes for every hole. And then on top of that, we can give even more than that. So every dime that we make from this, as far as sponsorships and player fees, it all goes right back into our community. We're so blessed to live in a giving community like this. So I'm taking sponsors, I'm taking players, I'm taking door prizes, I'm taking help. So, yeah, come on over to the chamber and help me out.
How many people does it take to put something like that all together?
Well, last year, and I only have that to go on, so
were you hurting last year for help?
No. I was so fortunate. You know, I have a leadership class that I put on every year, and so I crack the whip on them at the golf tournament. They have to sign a contract. Yeah, and commit. Definitely. They have to show up all the whole time. Yeah, I have ambassadors that help me with the chamber. Those are the guys that wear the red jackets and cut the ribbons over at the businesses. So I'm just in a position to be so blessed and fortunate that people in the community want to come out and help. So, but that doesn't mean that if you're not part of this, I mean, and you want to help, if you play golf, I've never picked up a club before, so I don't know what I'm doing. And it's, you know, it takes about 30 or 40 people, all working kind of different spokes of the wheel to make this go on and happen and be successful.
And you still need sponsors for the house?
We do. We have 4 different levels of sponsorships this year. We have a $500 course sponsor, and that includes 1 team entry. Includes a 6-month web banner on our website. We have a lunch sponsor this year for $300. We have a hole sponsor for $250, and a cart sponsor for $100. So, I mean, we have different levels of sponsorships. So if you just want to be a part of this, and you know, you can throw some money our way, we're not going to turn it down. You know, like I said, every dime that we make on this, we turn around and give it right back to the community in some way to promote our area, to, you know, bring visitors into our area, to bring, you know, vacationers or people who are looking to relocate.
What other kind of events do you have throughout the year? I mean, what's coming up right after this?
Well, believe it or not, we have tried to get away from being an event-driven chamber. And so we've dropped all of our events for 2015. Really? So last year we were doing Margaritaville. We were doing a treasure hunt. We were doing, you know, I was doing the red, white, and blue parade. I'll still do that this year. But we're trying to just be a membership-driven chamber.
Okay, concentrate only on supporting and catering to the members.
That's right, and supporting and catering to our community. And that means, you know, we have increased, in 2 years, we've doubled the production of that VR guide that promotes Mountain Home. Before I got to the chamber in 2014, they were publishing 30,000 of those. And this year we published 60,000. So we expect those to be gone about August or September.
And do you have points out there that they've distributed to?
We have an ambassador that goes around to every single one of the welcome centers, and he takes several cases at the beginning of the year. And that's really, unless they call for more, that generally is okay, because they'll call Little Rock. We put 15,000 in Little Rock, and they distribute from there. Now, on my end, I've already distributed probably 3,000, 3,500 this year, just because I get inquiries from the state. And I get people coming to our website wanting to visit or relocate here, and they'll ask for information. So
you have found that this form of marketing is highest effective than other forms, I guess?
I think this is what I'm familiar with,
Yeah.
and I think that this is incredibly successful. Last year, when we ordered 45,000 of those guides, we ran out in August. I mean,
Yeah,
we called
yeah.
every one of the welcome centers in Arkansas, do you have any, because, we still needed to send
Yeah.
some out, and no one had any in
Yeah.
the state. So we know that they're going out there. I have in my car right now probably 300 or 400 that have to be mailed out on Thursday. So I'm at the post office every week sending those out, just to individuals.
Yeah, I know that the real estate market is on an increase.
It is picking up.
Is that part of the growth of
I hope so.
requests?
I
Yeah,
hope so.
yeah.
As I said, before I got there, they were only publishing 30,000, and they had some left over. So, when we saw this increase in 2014, we thought, this is really great. It's great for our community. It's great for the chamber. It's great for our community members. So I hope that, it has something to do with the housing market.
Yeah, yeah. I was going to ask you, you said you went from a event-driven to membership-driven. Was there a downside to all the events?
I don't think so. Other than I was probably a zombie by
Yeah. So
July.
you put your focus. Yeah.
Just the coordination of trying to do everything. It comes down to, is this effective and is it benefiting our community?
Yeah.
Is it making enough money so that we can give it
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
And some events that had been going on for a long time, like Margaritaville, had been incredibly successful over the course of the years,
Yeah.
but they had been
They get
winding
stale, don't
down.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of gets stale, and you start to wind down a little bit. And when you look at the event and you look at everything that you put into it, and if it's not going to benefit our community, then we need to step back and reevaluate how we're going to do
Yeah.
everything.
Customer service always shines when you cater to your core membership.
Right. And it just comes down to, do we want to continue to ask our community to give and give and give and give for
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
this?
Not only you, but other entities too.
Exactly. I mean, we're not the only entity in our community. We feel so honored to be a part of this because we live in such a giving community. But when it's just not going to be beneficial for everybody involved, that's when I really want to look at everything again, reevaluate it.
Yeah.
And I think that by continuing to do the chamber golf tournament, raising that money, and we see that money, benefiting everybody. We know what we're doing with that money. We know that we're using it to promote our area. Then
And I bet you get a lot less resistance when you ask one time a year.
One time a year, yeah. That's huge to me. That's huge because I think last year when I came on, we were laughing about it because it just seemed to be back to back for a little bit, and finally ending with the Buzz on Pigeon Creek. And it does get tiring, and businesses get tired, of being asked.
Yeah.
So the one thing that we can do for them is to make sure that if they do give, that it's beneficial to all involved.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm glad I asked that question.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I think everybody thinks the same thing,
Yeah.
So, we're stepping back and just making sure that we can give one thing our 100% attention rather than spreading
Yeah.
it too thin.
And it makes for a better chamber,
I think so. A stronger chamber
Yeah,
too.
stronger chamber. Well, we want to let people that maybe just tuned in to know why you're really here, and that's for the golf,
yes.
the golf event.
The golf tournament, yes.
yeah.
May 22nd, 8 a.m. shotgun start. If you want to play, it's $115 a person, or it's $230 a team. And it's a two-person scramble, but you can sign up individually. We'll put you with a team.
Okay.
And that includes your lunch, it includes your drinks, it includes your cart, it includes mulligans and a putt per team. We're going to wine you and dine you while you're there. We're going to make sure that you have a great time.
And you won't be worried about another event that's coming up 2 weeks from now.
No,
right?
not at all. This is the one chamber event that we're going to have in 2015, and we want to put everything into it.
All right. Well, if you want more information out there, you can contact Tracy down there at the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce, and her phone number's been up on the screen the entire time. So if you want more information, there's more contact numbers and locations at the end of the show. You can do that stick around, or just give them a call down there at the chamber.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thank you.
Good luck with the golf tournament. Up next, we are going to talk with Ken Sickles and Mike Tipton with the North Ark Fly Fishers. Stay with us.